How we doing, everyone? Sam here, United People's TV, here to preview the upcoming game against Watford on Saturday, and also give my predicted 11 later in the video. Make sure you check that out. But getting to this game against Watford, Man United come in off the back of a very good 3-0 win over Leicester. You know, it started off a bit shaky. First 20 minutes we switched to a 4-4-2. Wasn't working out. Mkhitaryan then went central. Man United dominated the game from that point onwards. 2 late goals in the first half and an early one in the second really killed the game off. But at home against Watford, on paper it's a simpler game, but it's the Premier League and we know it's cliche, but every week it makes sense to say it because there is no banker in the Premier League anymore. Watford away obviously wasn't a banker early this season. We got beaten. And that was a match in which Luke Shaw was publicly criticised by Mourinho and Martial was lambasted for giving the ball away even though he was fouled. Hopefully this is a game where both can come back into the frame, having been frozen out a little bit by Jose Mourinho. But something I really do want to see from Man United is a fast start against Watford. Something we definitely didn't have against Leicester. And one way we're certainly doing that is tactically. Because against Leicester we switched to a 4-4-2. First time I think we've seen that under Mourinho. It didn't work. But Mourinho switched to a 4-4-2 because he thought he was going to get something out of it. Maybe he thought playing Zlatan and Rashford further up the pitch together would be able to expose Huth and Morgan. Ultimately, it didn't prove to be the case and we had to switch to a 4-3-3, a more traditional formation for United this season. That's when we started to get a grip of the game. What I want to see against Watford is Man United not setting up tactically to try and thwart the opposition. We need to set up in our best formation at home and attack Watford in our formation and make them contain United. That's what we've got to do. We should be confident, man. We're unbeaten in 15. Yes, there's frustrating draws against Stoke, against Hull, and against Liverpool in there. But then we beat Leicester, and we're still unbeaten. And we're seeing Arsenal wobble. Liverpool are wobbling. Spurs are looking solid. City are coming back thanks to Jesus, and Chelsea are running away with it. This top 4 is so up for grabs. And Man United, for me, right now, are in a stronger position than Arsenal and Liverpool, in the sense that things behind the scenes aren't negative. And we can see Liverpool only won 1 in 10 games. Fans are really starting to get frustrated with what's going on there under Jurgen Klopp. Great manager, and I'm sure he will turn it around, but they're in a mini crisis. Arsenal right now, 2 losses in a row. We know what happens to Arsenal Football Club when they lose a game, let alone 2 in a row, and they've lost against Chelsea as well. They're playing Hull at home, so they should cruise through that, but Spurs are playing Liverpool. You know, this is going to be another opportunity this weekend for Man United to gain points on 1, if not potentially 2 teams above us. And if Spurs and Liverpool do draw and Man United win, there is a chance that we could leapfrog Liverpool in the table. Now, against Leicester was the first time in a while that I remember Man United grasping an opportunity to gain points on teams above us. We threw it away against Hull City when Chelsea dropped points, Spurs dropped points, Arsenal lost, and Liverpool just dropped points as well. But we didn't against Leicester, and that was crucial because so many times Man United this season we have done that and we have not gained the advantage when we've been given an opportunity. Now Watford, it's a case of getting past them at home because, you know, they have had a little mini resurgence with 2 wins in a row, but prior to that they hadn't won in 2017, a long run of draws and losses under Walter Mazzarri. Now they have, as I said, started to come back into form. Obviously beating Arsenal was a big win for them, but Man United should be confident about this game. We're unbeaten in 15. The only reason we haven't won certain games is our own undoing with our bad finishing. We're controlling most of the matches. We're in command. It's just that at the moment, our finishing hasn't been there. It was against Leicester, Mkhitaryan brilliant, Zlatan brilliant, and obviously we finished it early in the second half, but Man United have got to do that against Watford and come out early in those first 20 minutes and control the game. We cannot sit back like we did against Wigan, Hull and Leicester and not control that first 20 minutes. If we do that and Watford get an early goal, it won't be a pretty game against them on Saturday. But who is going to be in the starting 11? Here is my predicted team. I'm going for David De Gea in goal and Valencia right back, 2 absolute certainties in this team. And I've gone for a centre-back partnership of Eric Bailly and Phil Jones. Something I feel could be Man United's partnership between now and the end of the season, injuries depending. Marcus Rojo's been excellent, but he's nothing on Eric Bailly. And out of the 2 of Rojo and Jones, I would prefer to have Jones in the team. Chris Smalling, I think, in and out of the side, and I personally would put Smalling behind Jones in the pecking order. But let me know who you would choose there. Left back, I want to put Luke Shaw in here, but I just get the feeling that Jose Mourinho is not going to play him. I don't know why. He's fit, he's available. Mourinho doesn't trust him fully. He's one of the players like Martial who is being asked to toughen up by Mourinho, who Mourinho wants more out of. The only way you're going to get more out of him, Jose, is playing him. So it's a bit of an oxymoron. But I don't know when he's going to get back into the team. I hope it's this game, but for me in this predicted 11, it's Daley Blind. Midfield 3, no questions asked again. Carrick, Herrera, Pogba. Man United's best midfield by some margin this season, and I want to see it continue. Moving on. Front 3, I've gone for Martial back on the left, Mkhitaryan on the right, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic up front. You know, Mkhitaryan came back into form. He was poor against Hull, but he was fantastic against Leicester. Great goal, great assist as well. And he's definitely going to be in the team. You know, Mourinho, he's earned Mourinho's trust, and he's back in the team. Zlatan's obviously going to start up front. Our main man in attack, already got 20 goals this season. Can he get to 30? Let's hope so. But Anthony Martial, against Leicester, Marcus Rashford was okay, but I didn't see enough from him in that match to keep Martial out of this team. There is no reason why Martial shouldn't be in this team, and that's why I'm starting him. Absolutely starting him, because him up against the Watford defence, he'll cause problems. And I want to see Man United start with our best formation. For me, this is our best 11, other than maybe, I say maybe, I mean definitely Luke Shaw in at left back. But let me know who will be in your predicted 11 and how you think the game against Watford is going to go. You know, that game away from home, Watford were good. They were very good. Man United were poor, which had exacerbated our own problems, but Watford were in good form and they played well. And Man United, as I said, we sat back too much and we let them control the game. We cannot do that at Old Trafford. And it's going to determine, I think, how this game goes. If Watford can get an early goal in the first 20 minutes and they sit deep and disciplined, we've seen Man United so many times this season struggling against a team that sits deep and keeps their shape. We cannot let Watford get the early goal because they will fall into that formation. They're away from home at Old Trafford. Why wouldn't they? Any team, you would expect them to do that. So my prediction for this game, I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Man United win and say that we are going to control that game and get that goal in the first 20 minutes. If we do that, I feel we'll command the match. Whoever gets that early goal, if there is an early goal, maybe there won't be. Maybe it'll be 0-0. But I hope not, because I want Man United to keep this momentum going. And I feel that a home game against Watford, we can do that. But let me know your predictions and your predicted 11s in the comments below. As always, drop a like on the video and subscribe to United People's TV, clicking down there somewhere. Why not? We've got lots of videos about United. You're a United fan. It makes sense, eh? But anyway, we'll see you soon and take it easy. Hope you enjoyed the preview and a predicted 11. See you later.